Alright, so obviously I'm a big fan of shooting Glocks. But one of the biggest downsides for a lot of people out there is the triggers aren't always the best. Now, I've learned to come to kind of appreciate or learn how to use them. But fortunately, those of you who have seen my OC Custom Triggers review, they actually went ahead and sent me some more triggers for the rest of my Glock. So this Glock 26 here, which I've been rocking for a long time, gonna go ahead, swap out the trigger on this thing, and we'll keep shooting with it. But I'm definitely enjoying shooting these shoot steel targets. But let's show how to swap one of these things out. Alright, so here obviously is my Gen 4 Glock 26 with the standard trigger. Now it's exceptionally easy to swap out the trigger pack. As you can see here, I have the replacement one that they sent, and fortunately it's even all put together. If you guys want, if you guys get them and they're not put together, I can make a video showing how to do that. So say I'm going to take this apart, and I don't need the slide right now. It's very, very simple to swap out the parts on a Glock. So I'm going to be using a Glock tool. You don't need one of these. All you need is something similar dimensions. I've used fine tip screwdrivers before. It works just fine. But basically I'm going to have to drive out the 3 pins on here. So I find that as long as you jiggle around the slide lock, you shouldn't need the hammer. But basically I'm going to jiggle that around, try to push this pin out. There you go. Nice and easy. Try this top pin out. Nice and easy. And drift this rear pin out. At that point, all I got to do is lift out the locking block, and then the entire trigger assembly pops all the way out. So all I got to do, since this one's already put together from OC Custom Triggers, is take it and then drop it right in where the other one was. Now all I got to do, put all the pins back in, drop my slide lock in there, throw the locking block back in. Actually, should probably put in this top pin first. But hey, no one's perfect. Alright, so as you guys could see, not a very long process at all. Throw the slide back on, do a quick function check, and we're good to go. I can already tell it feels a lot better, so I'm going to go ahead and run through the El Presidente again with this thing in there, and we'll see if I can notice any difference. Alright, so it definitely feels a lot better, in my opinion. It's a much crisper release. Also, with the lack of the pre-travel, because I already did my pre-travel adjustment, my finger has to move very, very little for me to actually get quick shots on target. So I have one for the 26. I also have one for my 43. I'll probably be doing a video on that one later, showing the exact how to install, because it's a little bit different. But honestly, I can't say enough good things about these. I highly, highly recommend them. And the best thing about them, they're not that expensive, especially when you compare them to some of the other aftermarket triggers out there. So if you're looking for an aftermarket trigger, I highly, highly recommend OC Custom Triggers. Check them out. I'll have a link below. But hope you're able to get something out of this, and I really appreciate you watching.